Touch him up.
Let's go.
Well, Jordan Thompson's live by the sword, die by the sword mentality pay dividends here in the heavyweight division, or will that man be a Cuban stop sign and advance to 13-0 and possibly a shot at a WBA world title?
Red corner, you ready? Blue corner, you ready? Bell!
Here we go, live from Orlando, Florida. Lenier, Pero, and Jordan Thompson.
If you didn't know any better, you would be stunned to know which one of these guys fought a cruiserweight his last time out.
It's the guy who's tall and big and mean looking, Jordan Thompson. Boy, he looks like a legit heavyweight, doesn't he?
Yeah, he definitely took his time, did it the right way, packed on a lot of good lean tissue. I mean, 240 with abs, not easy to pull off.
And it's the accuracy of Pero that makes him such a dangerous fighter, especially with those power shots. Nearly 50% of his power shots land.
And we know Pero likes to go to the body. And as chiseled as he is, there's a lot of canvas for Pero to be able to paint on Thompson.
Yeah, and Pero's really good at fighting taller fighters. He's got that really slick Cuban head movement, makes you miss, and is very explosive on offense. We just saw that there. Came up just short with the left hand.
Certainly no shame in losing to Jai Opataya. But after that defeat, it's been 2 years since Thompson has stepped back into the ring.
Yeah, made some changes within his team as well. Don Charles in his corner. Don, of course, one of the best trainers over in the UK, has worked with Derek Chisora, more recently Danny Dubois. What I love about Don the most, great motivator. One of the best motivators in between rounds that I've seen in boxing.
Thompson much more measured and patient in this fight than he was against Opataya.
And not for nothing, Opataya is another guy that I'm pretty sure we're going to see at heavyweight soon. A very big cruiserweight.
Stop!
Chris, one of the concerns I have for Thompson coming into this fight is that he leaves that chin way up in the air. When he steps back, that chin stays up, and that's going to be a target for Pero.
Right there, we saw that. Exactly what you said, Mannix, was a great point. And Pero's really good at anticipating throwing punches to where you're going, not to where you are. And if that chin's up in the air, it's going to be a big target for Pero. Beautiful right hook over the top.
Pero with a wealth of amateur experience. Thompson, none whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. He said he had a few unlicensed fights, some bare knuckle fights, and then just decided to roll the dice and turn pro. You mentioned earlier you didn't have any amateur boxing fights, but of course a world champion kickboxer, so you've been in the ring a pretty good bit.
Yeah, I had 20 professional fights before I had my first boxing match, but yeah, no amateur background to speak of.
So a bit of a feel-out opening round here so far.
10 seconds, gentlemen.
Which you can certainly understand from Jordan Thompson's perspective. Never fought as a heavyweight, hasn't fought in over 2 years.
Jab and move, because remember, heavyweight division, anything can change, and he has been knocked out before, so he's suspect of his chin. So I think he's playing it smart. Just use his jab more. He got to be more active. That's all.
What about you, man? We haven't seen you since last August. You're fighting Michael Hunter. You're fighting Fabio Wardley. You're sitting next to Eddie Hearn here. What are we going to see you next?
Man, listen, man. All I know is this. I love Eddie. If I can't sell a fight, he can sell a fight. So let's see how we can put something together and make something happen. The guys keep pulling out, man. So at this point, man, I'm ready to go pack bags at the local grocery store and figure stuff out, because guys is running hiding from me, man. But, that's boxing, though. The main thing right now, I feel like, for me, is just staying in shape and just being ready for anything, and staying active. I don't got to be the best and the biggest fighter right now. I just want to punch somebody in the face. And Eddie can always find somebody for that. So let's see, man. Let's put it together, man.
Appreciate it, Drill.
Thank you, guys.
Chris Mannix with a big baby there, and Chris has a little baby coming in December. Don't know if they'll let the cat out of the bag there. Oh, whoa! Bit of an awkward step there for Thompson.
Pero's doing a really good job of targeting the torso of Thompson thus far, putting that stab jab down low, right hooks, left hooks. There we saw another right hook attempt. Very, very smart when you're fighting a guy with that kind of height and reach advantage. Finding it very easy to get underneath the jabs of Thompson to get to that body.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that Thompson is almost purposely not trying to throw that right hand, not trying to get into a slugfest, but maybe he should right now.
He needs to. He needs to get some respect. He's got to show that he's got power at heavyweight. You know, I was worried about Thompson going out there and being tentative and trying to box and not letting Perro know that he's dangerous as well.
Yeah. Trying to get some respect there. He's got to be careful of those counter shots from the slick Cuban. There's a one right there.
And that's what I talked about. That slick defense of the upper body and that explosive offense counter.
And Thompson's team believe he has game-changing power at any stage of this fight. One of the fights they made a reference to was the Luis Ortiz-Deontay Wilder fight, the second fight between those two guys, where Ortiz was winning the entirety of that fight. Deontay Wilder landed one titanic right hand that ended it. They believe Jordan Thompson, even at heavyweight, has that ability.
I mean, that punch wasn't that low, Chris Algieri. It seemed like just a little south of the belt line, but
could be a little exaggeration from Thompson. He has eaten a lot of body shots in this round and a half. So it could be accumulation of those body shots as well, trying to get a little breather.
Perro's such a good body puncher. That punch to Victor Faust, one of the strangest knockouts I've seen, where it looked like he broke the ribs of Faust, and Faust was almost stunned at what happened in real time.
Yeah, he didn't even go down, Chris. He just turned his back and walked over the ropes and put his arms up.
And when you break bones in a boxing ring, it's so unexpected, and it's such a strange feeling. You see guys do weird things when that happens. Head movement so slick. Makes you just miss by centimeters. Good body shot on the inside there.
Time.
That caused a break in the action momentarily.
You know, I like the advice from Don Charles in between rounds. So far, it looks like Perro had the advantage when this is more of a clinical boxing match. Don Charles wants to see more aggressiveness, have Thompson step on the gas a little more as we get to the third round.
Yeah, Chris, when you mentioned the Faust fight, I'm like, well, Faust had an extensive amateur background. Much different fighter than Thompson.
Boy, Perro just kind of working Thompson around the ring. Oh, body shots. Thompson threw one of his own there.
That was a good body shot right to the liver of the Cuban. Took it well, but let's see if he's thinking about that shot. Apparently not.
Again, downstairs for Perro.
That's legal.
Jordan Thompson, both of his parents world karate champions, so he comes from a fighting family.
Stop. No punch. No punch.
Great job by the ref there, making it clear that the body shot was legal.
Yeah, I think he gave Thompson the benefit of the doubt of that first one. Second one, not so much.
You know, the belt line is kind of a mystical line. It's like the equator, right? Some judges say it's a little higher than the rest. It's not where your shorts actually are. It's where the referee says they are.
A lot of refs go by the navel, which I think is a good anatomical signature for where that is, but hard to see sometimes. You can't see the guy's navel when he's got the belt line, so it's an imaginary line. Perro's body work, man, so extensive.
Whoa, stop.
Both hands to the body all night long.
All right, keep it clean, gentlemen.
Jordan Thompson said in some of his prior fights, including the one against Opataya, he just felt so drained in there having to cut weight that it felt like it sapped his power. He said, I'm at full gear right now. You'll see my power on display. But we really haven't seen a real heavy power shot from Thompson. He did land that one good body shot, but nothing upstairs yet.
You know what also sap your power? Body shots from a really big Cuban.
They wanted more aggression out of Thompson. Not sure we're seeing that. That was a low blow. Right on the ear, overhand right from Perro. Thompson smiles it off.
Ooh, good right hand from Thompson.
He's got to try to find a way, Chris, to keep this at this range. When he's at this range, he's effective. Not every shot is landing, but he's got to find a way to get some separation for that straight right hand.
You know how he does that? Throw punches. He's allowing Perro to walk him down because he's just not active enough. He needs to fire here. He needs to know his range.
Yeah, I think those body shots are really doing the job on Thompson. Oh, a couple sweeping left hooks for Perro.
have been very consistent and precise.
Waiting for this fight to heat up a little bit, but that's kind of leaning on the responsibility of Thompson. Perro's putting in a workmanlike performance.
Thompson's acting like he really does believe in his one-punch power and is walking himself into a situation where that power is going to be the only way he can win this fight.
Yeah. Chris Mannix has been scoring this fight unofficially, of course. How do you have it?
Yeah, I've got it 3 rounds to none in favor of Lenier Perro. Pretty easy fight to score at this point. The body work of Perro, the activity, and I agree with you, Chris Algieri. Him being on the front foot has been a factor. He has been walking Jordan Thompson down. Jordan Thompson has to find some way to be the aggressor. Act like the bigger man and give yourself some room to let that right hand go.
Good body shot there, right to the pit of the stomach by Perro.
And if they're already hurting now, imagine how they're going to feel in rounds 8, 9, and 10, those body shots. Perro told us yesterday, he said, I'd love this guy to come right at me. I'll beat him bad, and my body work will be the difference. And so far, it has been the difference.
Oh, beautiful counter.
Man, was that a perfectly timed shot from Perro.
Yeah, dipped his head to the inside, threw the right hook, punched with Johnson, caught him with that right hand, right on the chin. Thompson, excuse me.
And going right back down to the body, Lenier Perro. This is something that Bob Santos has been drilling into Perro since he started working with him in the pro ranks. Just keep being committed to the body. It'll pay dividends later in the fight. Jordan Thompson telling Perro that he's getting tired. I don't know, man. Like, that's, I guess we saw that earlier in this on this fight card with another Cuban in the ring getting tired, and in Gomez. I don't know, though. I'm not seeing that so far from Perro.
He's not working that hard. Thompson hasn't forced the action enough that you can guarantee that Perro is going to get tired. Also not touching the body.
Yeah, that Gomez fight against Travius Ingram earlier tonight was a brilliant fight. This crowd loved it. It ended up being a draw. This fight, though, right now, leaning very heavily towards Lenier Perro. Is this the kind of fight, Chris Mannix, that you thought Thompson was going to give us?
You know, I thought he might try to box a little more than people anticipated, but I also thought he'd open up like this a lot more than he has so far. Improved not having to not only make the cruiserweight limit in his last fight, but he had to go through that IBF 10-pound rehydration in the last fight as well. So not being able to rehydrate in a normal way, certainly you can argue that cost him something in the Apataya fight.
Which 10 pounds for a 200-pounder is just not enough weight to gain between the weigh-in and the fight.
Jordan Thompson, a native of Manchester, England, asked him what kind of got him into boxing, and he said, man, when Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather, even though the fight wasn't in Manchester, the whole city was just on fire all week, and I just got enthralled in everything surrounding that fight, and that made me go to the gym literally the Monday afterwards and see what I could do in the boxing ring.
That's the kind of shots we need from Jordan Thompson. Straight right hand down the middle. Pick up your combinations. Back Perro up.
Thompson talking plenty of trash. Not sure Perro's understanding any of it.
Thompson's confidence and will have not feigned at all. Even though that on, I would assume, everyone's scorecard, he's down 4-0.
He's having a lot of conversations with people outside the ring. He's talking to his corner a little bit. A moment ago, he was having a conversation with Jarrell Miller sitting outside the ring, so he certainly is feeling okay.
Good heavy jabs there from Thompson.
Well, Thompson is looking a little better, I will give him that. But that's mainly because Perro's not doing much back.
Perro's still defending very well, though. He's not getting hit cleanly by any of these shots. He's slipping and sliding or getting at least partially the glove up.
Stop! No point, I got you.
I mentioned that Pero fought Alexander Usyk. He lost a 3-round decision back in 2010 to Usyk in the President's Cup in an amateur tournament. He also fought Joe Joyce back then. Good left there from Pero.
No. Stop. Listen. Hey, watch the back, okay? Watch the back, all right? Come on.
Body shot there from Thompson.
I am blown away that Thompson used to make cruiserweight. For him to come in here and look this good at 240 pounds. Oh, good body shot there. Straight left hand to the ribcage by Pero.
Chris, did you do anything differently when you knew you were fighting a guy that was like a body puncher? Anything you did training-wise to get your body prepared for that onslaught?
You know, it's funny. I wasn't really known this way, but I consider myself a very good body puncher. And body punchers usually understand how good and effective body punchers can be, so you train to deal with them as well.
Good right hand there from Thompson at the...
Well, Thompson believes maybe he's got a ray of sunshine now. Found something at the end of that round as we head into the 6th. But he's maybe going to have to win the rest of the rounds here, Chris Algieri, if he wants to get a decision.
Yeah, I mean, we're halfway through the contest now. Still a lot of fight to go, but he's in quite a hole if the judges' scorecards look like mine.
Right on the rib cage with the right hand is Pero. Not a lot of combinations from any of these guys, just one punch at a time.
Like to see Thompson maybe mix up that jab a little bit. Right now, Pero's able to time it. One jab, then straight right hand. You see a little bit of a left hook there. Give him a little bit of variance, make him think a little to get inside that guard.
Can't take a lot of those.
No, a good jab and then a left hook to the liver side. Thompson took it well, firing right back.
Yeah, but like you said, Pero blocking almost all these shots with his gloves.
And then answering back.
We saw this with Ingram a couple of fights ago. That kind of hammer punch we see in Pero throw a couple of times in this fight.
Don Charles just screaming instructions into Thompson.
A punch that gave Pero a lot of trouble in that Faust fight was actually a left hook. When Pero gets a little antsy with that right hand, he'll overthrow it, and there's opportunities to counter with the left hook. I haven't seen much any left hooks from Thompson.
I think it probably comes back to what you brought up, Chris, the amateur background of Faust, who came in with a much deeper background, a much more natural skill, I think, than Jordan Thompson had.
And a deeper tool bag.
That's where I'd like to see Thompson take advantage a little bit. The activity could last round and a half when Pero is slowed down a little bit. Not seeing quite as much output from him. These are the moments Thompson needs to win.
Work out of that. Stop, no punch.
Just waiting to see some of that power that Thompson's told us that he had on display. Want to see if he can affect Pero. But so far, the Cuban has been very good defensively.
He's got very good hand position, slippery head movement.
Keep him up.
On top of it, he answers everything. Oh, good overhand shot there by Pero.
7 here in our main event. Scheduled
Let's
for
go to work, Jay.
And Thompson needs to really start doing something, or this fight is just going to pass him by. This is better, but you know Pero's going to come back with a counter. There's another one.
Oh, big shots from Pero.
You see, Chris, after these exchanges, Thompson's kind of up on his toes, erecting a bad defensive posture for those type of counters.
Yeah, it's got too tall. It's getting a little too excited about landing those shots, even though they didn't land that clean. And Pero came right back with even cleaner shots.
Grab his head. Stop. Let go. Let him go. Let him go.
Not an aesthetically pleasing fight, as you can tell by the silence of this crowd here. Sutton for Thompson.
And that's the activity at the corner for Jordan Thompson has been asking for. They don't want him waiting.
Time.
Another low blow perhaps there.
Listen, he calls that foul. He held his head down. He calls that foul. He got time. He calls that foul.
The referee basically saying that because Thompson was pulling Perro's head down, that forced him to land a low blow.
No, I don't think he did that at all.
No.
Walk it off.
If anything, he was picking him up with that underhook on the left side.
Tell me when you're ready. You ready? Let's go. You sure? All right. Time in. No retaliation.
No retaliation. Easy for him to say. Chris, did you ever do that in one of your fights? The guy kept throwing low, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get one in there too.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's a fight. So if you have to respond in kind, I'm down with that. Oh, good counter there. Pull counter with the left hand from Perro. Thompson walks right through it.
But this is the kind of work Don Charles has been begging from Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, I like the body work from Thompson in this round.
Oh, very low.
No. I got you.
In Perro's fight against Atrelius Weber, there were tons of low blows in that fight. It was marred by several of them, and he's getting into Andrew Galata stage now here, Chris.
That time he did pull his head down a little bit. That was a very low shot.
That was a low shot. The referee thought long and hard. Is he going to take a point? He is going to take the point away.
1 point.
I think the referee was thinking about it for a minute to see if he decided to do it.
Keep your punches up, okay? All right. No retaliation, okay?
That could be significant. I think Tom's had a couple of good rounds over the last 2 or 3.
Yeah. You never know.
I think he's winning this round so far, so this could be a pretty significant round for Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, two-point round in a fight like this could be very consequential.
Nice defensive move there from Thompson to block that counter from Perro.
Yeah, his hand position with the right has been very, very good tonight.
Stop! Wait,
I think the most effective shots from both men have been to the body tonight.
Good counter right there from Jordan.
10 seconds, give me 10 seconds. This is for the bell, gentlemen.
Just missing with the right hand towards the end of that round there for Thompson, but overall.
On top of that, the point deduction against Perro.
All right, so maybe it's still all to fight for here with 3 rounds to go. But Thompson has been waiting to land that big right hand and cause some damage. Just hasn't been able to do it yet. Mannix, how do you have it scored?
Oh, this fight got a lot more competitive after that point deduction. I've got a 67-65 in favor of Lenier Perro. Just 2 rounds for Jordan Thompson, but a 10-8 round in the 7th has put this fight back into play. So a decision still possible for Jordan Thompson as this fight continues.
Good instructions from the corner of Thompson as well, telling him that he needs every round. Have to agree on that.
Jordan Thompson telling us yesterday, when you got power like me, I can end it at any time. But he's got to land the ball.
Throw the jab. Stop. Stop. Pull your head and watch the posting, okay? You got to throw it now.
Good moments here for Thompson. But Perro's always ready for that counter.
Stop. Straight clean.
You know, both these guys have invested heavily in the body. I think these last couple of rounds, the body work of Thompson has started to pay off a little bit, slowing down the progress of Lenier Perro.
And this is only the second time in Thompson's career that he's been past the 6th round.
And for the guy who doesn't have as much experience or professional rounds, he's showing great conditioning. He looks sharp. He looks strong. Oh, good left hook there.
Yeah.
Good body work.
Maybe Thompson's slowly starting to figure this heavyweight division thing out a little bit here.
He told Perro a few rounds ago, he's like, you're going to get tired. You're getting tired. For the first time, it looks like that may be true.
Oh, good body shot from Perro. But like you said, Thompson has been eating those body shots pretty darn well.
He's been eating everything. He's shown a really solid chin. He's shown been really durable to the body, physically strong.
Oh, nice left hand there from Perro. Troublesome Jordan Thompson making his heavyweight debut. Started slow, but seems to be getting better here in the late rounds.
Regardless of what Tyson Fury said about his power, I don't think we're seeing the second coming of Deontay Wilder. We're seeing a pretty solid heavyweight here. Oh! Good left hand over the top.
Time! 2 rounds to go. Could we have some late drama here in the Magic City?
At this point, it's going to come down to conditioning between these two guys.
Well, for what it's worth, Thompson doesn't really look fatigued at all.
At all. I think he looks really good. He looks snappy. He's not breathing hard.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with his endurance. He's put on 40-plus pounds, but he looks like he's wearing it well.
But then you might wonder, will he think after this fight's over, I wish I'd done more. I could have done more. You see the total punches landed. Thompson 40 compared to 114 from Perro.
Good right hook over the top there from Perro. He cut off Thompson as he slid out to his left.
Let him go. Stop. No punch.
There's a good body shot from Thompson, and he was ready for the counter.
You know, I just talked to Bob Santos in the corner of Lenier Perro, and they feel pretty good with their position to this stage of the fight. They feel like they're up on the scorecards. His defense has been doing well. He just told Perro in between that last round, just be calm, be patient, keep those hands up. Don't do anything crazy in these final couple of rounds.
I don't know, is that the advice that you would have given him?
I mean, calm and patient is something that Perro's been all night long, but I don't know. I would have a little more urgency.
Yeah. How about go out there and win these last 2 rounds? You never know.
Yeah, I don't like it when
Stop. No punch.
a corner instructs their fighter to sit on a lead, because you don't know what the judges are thinking. You don't know what they're looking for.
Well, he's not dominating these rounds. It's not like, wow, Perro won that round. It's like, yeah, he did a little bit more. So, I mean, we saw earlier tonight a couple decisions that didn't seem to go the way we thought they were going to go.
Stop.
You know, I agree that Perro is up, but by very small margins.
Oh, and that right hand wounded Thompson. He's wobbly. And his heavyweight chin is being tested. Perro trying to look for his 9th KO.
Watch your head at. Watch your head at.
Boy, we didn't see that coming.
Out of nowhere.
Stop. Let him go. Let him go.
Thompson's got to keep holding here, but 12 seconds to go in the round.
10 seconds in the 10 seconds.
And Thompson is going to hold on here for the final seconds of round 9.
Time.
Interesting instructions from Don Charles. Take the first minute of this round off, recover, weather the storm, and then come out and try to close the show.
But I don't know if that was great instruction either. It's a very odd instruction to hear in a fight that could potentially be close. I mean, really had this close until that last round. I think Perro is gonna win now because of that last round.
Yeah, I think Dom was dead on there. You could easily make a case that Thompson won that last round, but the most consequential punch was landed by Perro, and that is going to be the difference maker.
And if he had won that round, he very much would have been in this fight. On the scorecards, that is.
Good right hand for Thompson, who's fighting back despite his corner telling him not to. But he's got no choice as the left hand lands again for Perro.
That's the thing. If you take the round off and recover, but then get hit again and hurt, you wasted that minute anyway.
Well, either way, Thompson has to win this 10th round to have any shot. And he probably needs a knockdown.
Let go. Let go.
Remember, Jordan Thompson had to overcome a final round knockdown to outpoint Vasil Dukar back in August of 2022. He was saved by the bell in that fight.
Good combination there from Thompson. Right hand, left hook to the body. And now backs Perro up. Ooh, big overhand left lands. Similar to the shot that hurt Thompson last round. Takes it much better here.
And now they're yelling at Thompson, you got to go. He's still trying to shake off the cobwebs of the 9th round scare. And at the same time, knowing he has to win the 10th.
You know, I think if Thompson winds up losing this fight in the cards, he's going to regret the way he started this fight. Kind of was hoping and waiting for Perro to slow down. He did slow down a little bit, but not enough for Thompson to sweep the second half of the fight and put himself in it.
Perro's been really smart in the way he's been placing his shots in these rounds. Even the close rounds, he makes sure to close with a good big shot over the top, hits the body consistently.
And Chris, you made this point. We don't have the CompuBox numbers in front of us, but the defense of Perro has been pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, he has been keeping that guard up to block or avoid those straight right hands to the head from Thompson.
Yeah, I would have expected more head movement from Perro, but he's been taking a lot of those shots on the gloves, which again, a lot of judges not sure if those land. You never know how they're looking at it.
Big right shots for Perro as Thompson tries to get his licks in the final seconds of the final round.
Very smart finish by Perro there.
Pop Santos, I think, wanted to pick Perro up to celebrate, but he's just too big.
Yeah, bad idea. That's going to ruin your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in Orlando, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Rodolfo Aguilar, 97-93. Efrain LeBron and James O'Connor both scored about 96-93. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. He's still undefeated, and the new WBA Continental Heavyweight Champion.